Hey, what's up everyone? I'm Praetorian and welcome back to Europa Universalis IV and the glorious lands of the Kingdom of England, which is now expanding into France, and our king, who is King Richard III, can very much claim to be the King of England and France, because he holds a very large amount of land in France. So let's go ahead and get started, guys. The first thing we need to do is obviously pick the ideal group. This is where we left off in the last episode, and I asked you which one you think we should go for, and I kind of put forth four of the possible ones here in admin that I thought we could go for, and my two top choices being economic expansion. It seemed that the people very much agreed that we should go with one of these two. It's kind of a toss-up between the two. I think maybe a slight preference for expansion, and I've been looking at the bonuses, and I think we are going to go with expansion, guys. We're getting rather large. It would make a lot of sense to get some of these. They help with colonization as well as many other things as well. So that's what we're going to do. Let's go and get expansion, guys. Alright, not that we have any admin power to invest in it at the moment, but that's okay. The first one that we'll be getting is an additional colonist, which will be incredibly useful to try and get some of these colonies, push towards being full-size provinces as quickly as we can. So I'm going to speed this up to speed 5. I don't think there's anything we're doing besides waiting for rebellions. Speaking of, yeah, we have our army maintenance up. One thing I do need to take a look is where are these rebellions and if we can suppress them at all. So it looks like it'll probably pop up here. So let's go and place this army here. We don't have to worry about... Oh, we do have to worry about that one. Yeah, either one could pop up. Which one will be the larger one? We have 17, it'll probably be this one. Alright, so we do want to stay here. Seemed I knew what I was doing. Alright, so let's go and let this go. Just waiting on rebellions. We do have something we can do with our spy network. I didn't see that. So let's go ahead and do something here. We're going to go ahead and... Oh, Lord. And I almost feel like we're going to have to continue attacking France. We're also going to have to attack Scotland as well. Seems that they're about to lose a bit of land from the Irish over here. So what can we do here? We can support rebels. It doesn't really look like there's much to support here. They are currently rebelled, and you know what? The rebels here have already been kicking France's ass without our assistance. So I really don't think they need any further assistance. So what we're going to do instead, let's just go ahead and fabricate claims, because I don't see us doing any of these. We just don't have very much unlocked yet. So let's go ahead and fabricate claims. I think we have one there. We're going to want to get one there. If we don't already have it, looks like we must, because I should just go and take a look at which ones we have claims to. Yeah, we have a claim on that province, a claim on this one. Do we have... Yeah, we have a permanent one there, I think. And we do not have one here. Okay, probably going to want to get one right there then. Let's go and take care of that now. And it looks like we're also going to get one of our government reforms soon, if I can talk here. Right here. There we go. Make that claim. We're just going to use all of our power up, because I think we're going to go ahead and... Yeah, we're probably going to pull him and move him over to Scotland or something like that. Let's see, where would be another good location for us? I guess we can do... Yeah, we have claims on like a lot of these provinces already. That's going to be it. Alright, so let's go ahead and... I should have just pulled him now. Stop building the spy network, and let's move on over to Scotland. Just in case we are ready to declare war, we have burned down the aggressive expansion, because we got quite a bit of it that we have to burn down. Just in case we are ready to burn down the aggressive expansion, and we haven't, the peace treaty is still going on with France. So conversion was successful. We lost a claim. Well, that's a bummer. That was one that I got from an event, though, that I don't really care so much about. Looks like the rebellion over here did happen first. Let's go and take them out. 12,000 against 25,000. I like our odds, guys. I like our odds. And what am I seeing here? Core construction. Oh, okay, so that was ruining our core construction there. Lost the claim to several provinces. This is all Scotland, apparently. So we lost our claims up there. I guess it's a good idea that we're now building up our... Oh, I didn't mean to do counter-espionage. My bad. Whoopsie. I meant to build spy network. I don't know how that happened. All right, so should win this fairly quick. There we go. We'll go ahead and siege this back. Put it back into English hands. And then we're going to go ahead and move back over to here. So when we get this next rebellion, we'll end up... And we got a new trait. Good. I'm starting to lose my voice, guys. I don't know. You can probably notice I had to do a bunch of yelling at work the other day. Yeah, just kind of unfortunate. You don't want to be screaming your head off at work. If you didn't know, I work security at a hospital, and sometimes things get kind of crazy there. It is a children's hospital, so we don't typically have too many issues there, but every once in a while we do. So I think we have, yeah, we have him here. He's currently working on that. We are going to go ahead and continue. We can't go and make that a core now. We're going to go ahead and continue just sitting here on the same colonies until I can get this colonial maintenance down a bit. We're paying 16 ducats a month right now, and that is a lot. Really can't afford it at the moment. We got a new settlement event here. Yeah, let's go ahead and get the base tax. I'm always for some base tax. Prestige is not doing bad. We got more sugar here as well. Excellent. So that's going to be helpful. We're getting a lot of sugar in these provinces. That's one of the nice things about the Caribbean. Oh no, we lost Northumberland. Damn it! And we took a loan too. I didn't realize we were hurting on money that bad. Well, that's a shame. All right. Well, we're not going to spend that money on anything because we're going to want to pay it back. But we have to keep our armies mobilized until we can get these rebellions dealt with, though this one does not look like it's going to be happening anytime soon. You know what? I think we're just going to go ahead and pull off of this. Let's just come back here and then let's stop paying the troops because I cannot afford this shit. They're killing us. Our army is extremely expensive. It looks like we've also built up the Navy. I completely forgot about these guys for our exploration. I mean, I'd forgotten that we were going to do this. So let's go ahead and take care of this first. We're going to want to go ahead and get ourselves a new explorer. And sure. All right, so let's get him appointed. Now, we are not going to do the circumnavigate the globe again. I honestly don't think we have the ports to complete it. There's just no way. We don't have enough ports in the world to really extend our range. Our technology is not high enough. Our naval technology, so I just don't think we're going to be able to complete it at this point. We're going to have to wait a little bit longer until we get some more stuff colonized and get our colonization range, or get our, you know, our supply range extended for our navy. So let's just wait, and we will just continue working on some of the stuff here, you know, exploring the coast and the seas and whatnot. So something else popped up. I saw it briefly, but it's gone now. I think it had something to do with the diplo power. Maybe enough so we can buy an ideal or something like that. Traveling minstrel. So we have an extra event here because we're well connected. So we can say allow him to go where his heart wishes. That's 1+ stability. We can say bring him to court. That's 10 prestige. And it doesn't look like he's going to be any cheaper. Well, that's unfortunate. Or we can do this one where this one he would be cheaper. And this would be an artist. Well, let's take a look at who we currently have and if he's currently cheaper than our guy. I want to say he is, but I might be wrong. Maybe not. No, it doesn't look like he is currently cheaper. Did we finish reducing? We're just about there. Inflation's barely nothing. So I think we could actually save a considerable amount of money if we went ahead and did this then. Plus we'll get some prestige. And that's a nice little rare bonus that we have because of us being well connected. All right, so we're going to go ahead and hire him. I know I said I wasn't going to spend any money. He's not in here. I don't know. I'm looking in there. We're going to go ahead and hire the artist because he's going to be, simply because he'll be cheaper for us. He'll be this one right here. It'll be 5 per month, and that's for a +3. That's cheaper than what our current guy was, and he was only 2. So, yeah, I think that'll work out nicely. Though I did notice that we have a lot of Catholics in court. That's not good. Too many Catholics in court. Alright, so how are we doing on getting stuff flipped? It seems like it's going much slower now. We don't have that one bonus that we got. And there we go. We got a conversion done. I just want to take a look at the current situation, religious-wise, in our country. We are almost there. The continent has been converted. It looks like we have, you know, a few spots still in our mainland England here that needs to be done. And then, of course, the Irish province, which we had difficulty with. Let's take a look at what this is. So this is exploration ideals. This is going to give us 1+ colonists. I really feel like we should go ahead and go for it. Let me make sure that our technology is good. Everything but military tech is good. So we are going to want to go ahead and get the next military tech as soon as we have the power for that. But let's go ahead and get the free colonists. So this will be helpful. We're going to go ahead and let me just take a look at our financial situation, how we're doing on colonial maintenance. We're at 8 right now. I think we have 2 colonies going right now, if I'm not mistaken. Let me just double check through here. Yeah, there's 1, 2. Yeah, we have 2 right now, which I think is all we can really afford at the moment. I need to pay that loan back. So let's just put him over here on one of these colonies. Yeah, we have 3 colonies going. So we're just going to put him to one of these colonies that is close to being done. We'll do this one. Send him over there so that he can slowly start building it up. Exploration finished. All right, awesome. And a conversion was successful. Lovely. So that is the island of Man. Let's go ahead and send another guy out. We're gonna do, yeah, we'll do Hull over here. All right, excellent. Oh yes, the Explorer is ready. Let's go ahead and put him back out, which he can now use our naval base here, so he doesn't have to go as far. Let's go ahead and do the South Atlantic coast. Let's do the South Atlantic Sea first. All right, so Benjamin Davis is considered by many as one of the greatest living artists of our time. A number of his works rank among the most famous in existence. So is that our artist that we have in court right now? That is. All right, so his efforts will be admired throughout the nation. So basically it's prestige or stability. That's a lot of prestige. Quite a bit of prestige. That would be really helpful to tick that up. But I think we're gonna go with the stability this time. Yeah, 50 prestige. I mean, some of that would go wasted because we're sitting at 51 right now. One prestige would go wasted. But you know what? It's fine. There's a lot of events to get the prestige up. Stability +1. That's really helpful. So we're gonna go for that. Looks like another province has been converted by a Reformation Center. And what is this? Oh, they're sharing their maps. Okay, got you. We're not gonna buy that. We're gonna pay off our loan if we can. As I've told you guys before, I hate having the loan. Don't like it. I gotta get them paid off. It bugs me. I don't like debt. I'm like that in real life as well, guys. I really don't like debt. Oh, do I have my army over here not being mothballed? Are you freaking serious? Wow. So we've been paying for it this whole time. I didn't even realize that. I thought I had done that. That's what I hate about, looks like Francis has internal conflicts right now. Just chaos. Francis has got so many issues. But yeah, that's what I hate about when I step away from a little while. Before we do this, oh, now we got a bunch of events. I'm trying to mothball these guys. And I step away for a little while. Well, I guess it has been, yeah, it's been like three days since I recorded. I step away for 3 days and then I can't remember what the hell is going on in this, in our country. So treason against England, we'll read that one in a second. Canceling of royal monopolies. So Elizabeth's popularity began to wane towards the end of her reign. The war with Spain dragged on inconclusively. The Parliament became less tractable and began to object to the abuse of the royally granted monopolies, which was used to favor her favorites, which was used to reward her favorites, and tolerate considerable corruption. A last golden speech to Parliament in 1601 reaffirmed her love for subjects, but it came in the context of a bitter clash over royal monopolies, which she ceased from. So we can cancel them. That's going to lose. We'll lose 200 ducats. Trade efficiency will go up. Foreign spy detection will go down. We can strengthen them. Cost us a little bit of corruption. But overall pretty beneficial. So let's do that. Hopefully burning down that corruption is not too expensive. Yeah, we're currently burning it down pretty fast. Let's do it like so. I'd really like to build up our treasury, if at all possible. So let's take a look what this is. Okay, this is another one of those army professionalism events. I guess we will go for this one, though. That is a... Okay, that's just in the Scottish Marches. Sorry, that's fine. All right, so we'll do that. And it does mean that we now have our army professionalism up to 20.31%, so we can build supply depots. All right, what's this national decision we have available? This is state firearm regiments. I don't think we're gonna go for this one. I typically do, so you can get the drill faster, but I have not been using the drill at all in this playthrough, guys. And that's just because, yeah, we've been so broke. We're having money problems. Colonization is expensive. Let me just take a look at how the colonization is going over here. Actually, I want to take a look at the current cost of it to us. It's still sitting at 8. I think we're gonna continue building up our treasury before we set another colony up. The Church of England. So this is the Anglican event. So as the Protestant Reformation radically shifts the religious landscape of Europe, England must take a firm stance on its faith. This has, of course, provided much discussion in court, with some favoring the Protestant cause and others defending the traditional religion. King Richard III, however, has a novel ideal for the creation of a different sort of church, a church with the king as its supreme governor. a happy union of church and state. Neither Protestant, Catholic, nor Reformed, it will take a flexible approach to doctrine as fits the circumstances. Such a church would have its advantages, no longer subject to any higher, I always hated this word, ecclesiastical. I hate this word, but yeah, you guys know what it means. Basically no higher religious authority. The king could marry and divorce at will, and determine the nation's theological direction, and have the assurance that they are appointed to rule directly by God. So we could found the new state, and that will enable Anglicanism, or the Anglican religion. What else does that do? This will apply to our ruler and possible heirs. Religion in London changes into one other province. Okay. It doesn't give us a... So you have to convert all your provinces yourself? Well, that's a pain. You can evangelize the new church to the world. It becomes state religion. Okay, so there would be a center of Reformation if you did this one. Interesting. What does it change? Oh, 727 ducats. That's what it changes. That's really bad. Yeah, that's expensive. Okay. And this sounds like a poor basis for religion. There will not be another opportunity to convert. I don't think we're going to convert, guys. I've never played with the Anglican religion, so I was tempted to do it in this one. But I don't know if it's better, because I don't, like I said, I've never played as it. I don't know much about it, because it is kind of newer. It happened a couple patches ago, it was added. And frankly, you've got to get a Reformation center, so you have to pay all that money. That's 500 ducats, that more than what we have right now, so that's 2 loans. And then on top of that, we have to convert everything again. We just did it, man. Nah, I'm not doing that. I'm not converting everything again, guys. I want to go to war. I'm not trying to sit here converting provinces multiple times. That's kind of sillily done, I think. So we're not going to do that. Let me see here. What's this? Oh, okay. They've adopted colonialism. We got them. Where are we at on that, by the way? Oh, Lord. We're nowhere. We've got it going into Normandy now. But it is not even at all in our homeland. London has adopted 23.32%. You'd think with us having, like, most of the colonies in the world, like, we have the largest colonial presence right now. And yet, colonialism doesn't want to increase in our country. That's weird, but whatever. I'm not gonna question it. And how are we doing on money? Can we? Nah, we'll keep waiting. We'll keep waiting. And then we're just getting like a ton of events in this one. So the first event here is basically a navy or army option. It increases tradition and then prestige for land battles. The army one's not as good bonus-wise as the navy one, because frankly the navy one's not as good. You know, navies aren't as important in the game as armies, so that's why the bonuses aren't any good either way. Oh, well, we only get 2% army professions if we go with the army. So let's go with the army. I know this is a bonus for the end of the game, so I think this would be more beneficial to us overall. As far as nobles worried, this is just a loss of stability. That's one of the things I was telling somebody about. Somebody was saying you want to be at +1 stability rather than 0. Because there are less likely chance of negative events happening if you're at +1, which is true. However, if you look in the code, the stability losing events are triggered to be more likely to fire if you have stability. If you have +1 or more. And the more stability you have, the more likely they are to fire. As stupid as that is, the whole reason for these type of really random events is to take your stability so that you can't sit at high stability for a long period of time, even though I've done it before. I've sat at +3 for years and years and years before sometimes, but that's the idea behind it. So that's why I often sit at 0. It's just not worth the admin power. If I get events that will put it up, then I'll let it go all the way up to 3, but I'm not going to invest in it. So we can now get a government reform. We have a lot happening in this episode, even if we don't have any war or anything like that, which is nice, because I thought it might be a little bit of a slow episode. So we can do the deliberate assembly. We can pick which reform we want. So parliamentarism is not an option because it enables parliament, which we already have since we're the English monarchy. We have the royal decree, which will increase our maximum absolutism. So that might be useful. We have the aristocratic court, yearly army, tradition and decay will go down, or the general states, production efficiency goes up. I think we're probably going to go royal decree, even if that doesn't help us. God, that doesn't help us anytime soon, because that age where we get absolutism does not happen into the 1600s. So that's really not that helpful now that I think about it. I don't really want to do the general states either, man, even if you do get production efficiency. Alright. I think we are going to go with the royal decree. Just because I don't want to have to change this. Yeah, and I don't really want... I want to rule with our king with as much power as possible. So I think we're going to have to go with that. Even though, once again, guys, that... how do you find the... There's some way right here. Even though the absolutism here does not enable for quite some time, I still think we're gonna go for it because I don't want to have to change it, guys. I mean, I guess we could wait. I mean, it's 100 something years away. Nah, we're gonna go with this. It's fine. We're making long-term decisions here. Our explorer is ready. Let's go and get him going on another exploration mission to the South Atlantic coast. Sure, why not? And let me just take a look. I don't think any of these. Yeah, we would have got a notification if any of them had become full provinces. Some kind of modifier for the burghers has expired. Looks like we've gained a core province, which is nice. Rebels have crossed the border. We're gonna have to take a look at that, and we have a conversion that is successful. The bourgeoisie request privileges. Oh lord. We'll do this, and then what we're gonna do is we are going to get something back for that. We can demand diplomatic support. That'll get us, you know what? I think we're going to do that. So we're basically, we traded 50 admin for 50 diplo power. I wouldn't traditionally do that. But whatever, it's fine. So let's go ahead, and if we hadn't done that, they would have been disloyal and we would have had negative modifiers. So there's also that. So let's go and convert somewhere else. I guess we can do Somerset. We can outdo Ireland. It doesn't have great odds. We'll probably wait to do that one. Let's do Ireland. Or, excuse me, Somerset. Okay, what do we have here? That's right, the naval doctrine. I'm tempted to go in and go for this. It's going to keep yelling at me until I do. Let me just see what we'd want to do. I like the naval maintenance one. Ship trade power is, of course, great too. I think we're going to go with that just because the goddamn Navy is expensive, man. I mean, this is great too because this is, you know, the wooden wall. I think it makes most sense to do that one as the Brits because you need to protect your lands. But we're going to always have the biggest Navy. And so that's the point, is it's expensive to have the biggest Navy. So let's do the naval maintenance, because that helps quite a bit. Saves you a lot of money. And speaking of that, the Navy, let's take a look at our current Army and Navy sizes. So we could build our Navy up a little bit more. Just taking a look at the situation here. I wonder how we're doing in the grand scheme of things when it comes to Navy sizes. So we're number 3 Navy, but these guys have galleys, which are garbage. So how are we doing on heavy ships? Ooh, Aragon's catching up. Okay, so that's what we're gonna build. We're gonna use our, although we don't have any money, never mind, we're not gonna build shit. As soon as we get the money, we're gonna make use of that. We got coffee, nice. Oh man, that's great. If you didn't know, guys, I am a massive fan of coffee. I live on that shit. It's the only thing I drink other than water, pretty much. Every once in a while I'll drink something flavored other than coffee, but that's pretty much it, guys. That's largely what I drank. France is no longer considered a great power. Wow. That's great. Yeah, the rebels have just crushed them. Who took their place? You know, Denmark, Austria, Mamluks. Maybe Denmark? I thought they were already a great power, though. Alright. Did Denmark lose any land? They did not. Okay. How are we doing on that great power list? We're number 5. Alright, religious civil disorder in Brandenburg. Revolt, finally, we've been waiting for this revolt forever. So let's go ahead, they're going to take that, there's not much I can do about it. We need to get our maintenance up. We'll go ahead and move over here with the plan to attack. And we'll just wait until we get our morale back up. There was no stopping them. And they're going to try and take Calais, but they're not gonna. I'm going to take this back. And there we go. And let me just see if there is any river penalties here. Yes, there is. So we're going to want to attack from right there. All right, foreign talent. So we're going to hire an Aragonese officer, which would reduce their opinion, but we'll get army professionalism, and it'll cost us a fortune. Well, good God, they are charging a lot. Yeah, let's just do that. That's fine. So I believe we're done with rebellions for a time. Yeah, it looks like it. Excellent. Yeah, that's very good news. So I will go ahead and bring my troops over to reduce the revolt risk right there. Or the unrest, excuse me. Revolt risk is what it used to be called. So we can now invest in the military technology. That's what I've been waiting on. We're going to get better cavalry. We're going to get better cannons. So very helpful. So let's go ahead and change these up. Don't really have any choices when it comes to the cavalry. And here, I prefer something, I prefer offensive for the cannons. I think that that's always the best way to go. But it looks like they have the same stats offensive-wise, so it doesn't really matter. It's just defensive. Defensive morale, or, yeah. Let's just do, yeah, we'll just do that one. Alright, Explorer is ready again to be sent back out. Let's go ahead and get him going. Continue exploring. We can now invest in an ideal. Do we want to do that? Yes, we do. Let's go ahead and get the new colonist. Hell yeah. Yeah, that's going to be helpful. Now we'll be able to put a colonist in every colony. Wait a minute. Why is shit so expensive? Oh, yes, that's right, because we're paying for our army. So let's go ahead and reduce army maintenance, as well as the corruption maintenance, so we can get a bit more money. And then I'm going to go ahead, although didn't I have troops that needed to replenish? I do. Damn it. All right, so we're going to have to keep that going. When it's done, I think we're going to go ahead and start creating a new colony, guys. One of our colonies should be finished soon, so I think it'll be fine. So we're just waiting for that. We can now purchase an ability. Bunch of shit coming up. Wow, look at all this stuff all at the same time. Exploration ideals here. Let me just see here. Did we have... Yeah, we are good on both of those ones. So we're going to go ahead and finish out the exploration ideals. Why would we not? This is going to give us the naval force. So we're going to get 3 bonuses. I love when this happens. When you're finishing up an ideal group and you're getting... It gives you 3 bonuses when you have this also about to tick over. So this is going to give us a naval force limit modifier plus 25%, so we can build a bigger navy. We can now fabricate claims overseas in colonial regions. And then finally... we'll get the redcoats, land fire damage plus 10%. So yeah, great bonuses, guys. We're gonna knock out all at once. I love when that happens. And we now have a free policy available as well. So we'll have to take a look at that in a second. So which ones do we still need to complete here so I can try and get a bit more splendor? We're gonna go ahead and pick an ability here, but I just want to take a look. All right, so I'm thinking that we're shooting for this one, I believe, the 5 colonies. Yeah, because I don't know that we'll get either one of those right now. Convert another nation. Force, I think that's force convert. Okay, yeah, I think that's probably going to be the one that we're going to be shooting for, is trying to get those 5 colonies. Let's go ahead and pick a bonus so we can get the religion enforced state edict. We can get the blockade impact on siege. War score, cost versus other religions. Mercenary discipline. Cold Little Barrage does seem like it would be useful. Powerful trade ships, the institution spread in True Faith provinces. Yeah, that would be super useful because we're having a lot of trouble with institutional spread. You know what, guys? I think that's exactly what we're going to go, because we are having so many issues adopting institutions, and we keep falling behind in technology because of it, or at least spending more power than we have to. So yeah, I think that'd be useful. Let's go ahead and take a look at this free policy that we have. Looks like we have 1 military policy that we can pick. So we don't really get a choice because we have not finished up any other ones. We have finished quality and exploration though, which will allow us to get the superior supply systems, which is manpower recovery speed plus 10% and land attrition negative 25%. Yeah, that's useful. If I had to choose between these 2, I'd choose that one anyways. All right. So our manpower, maximum manpower is now going to be 49,000 men. Okay, excellent. Oh yes, Navy. I forgot I was going to build this out. So we can build a much larger Navy than what we have because of that force limit bonus that we just got. All right, let's build. Well, we don't have, these are kind of expensive. So we'll build 3. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and build 3 of them. Let me just see where the cheapest locations, it looks like over here is going to be the cheapest place to build. Let's do there, there, and there. All right, that's all our money. And definitely going to focus on building this navy up because Aragon has a comparable size navy. France has ended their internal conflicts. Exploration has been finished. And Scotland has discovered our agent. Oh no, they were separated from their lands. Well, I think it'd be a good time for us to come help connect this to some lands. Did we burn off enough AE? We are going to take a look at that in a second. Let's go and fabricate a claim now. We'll go and do this province here that makes the most sense, I think. And can we fabricate any more claims? We could. All right, let's go and do Perth then. Yeah. I should have checked which one I wanted to do before I did that. Yeah, because I probably should have done that one. All right, well, it's fine. Let's take a look at the aggressive expansion. I like checking with the Pope where we're at here. So, yeah, we barely have any with the Pope. With Aragon, we have -8. I mean, we really don't have a lot, guys. Just looking at some of these, we got a lot more with Austria. They're a lot more worried about us. Just taking a look at some of the other countries here. Yeah, I feel like we could probably go to war next episode. I don't see why I wouldn't be able to. I think we'll have it burned off, and peace with France will last until June 1532. So it's going to be a war with Scotland, guys. Yeah, I am like losing my voice. Yeah, it's just work, guys. I didn't realize we still had some of these provinces. Well, Calais did need to. We didn't need to keep that one going, but no longer. So hopefully all of our forts should be. Yeah, it looks like it. I'm pretty sure I also turned that off. Them automatically flipping. Yep. All right. Awesome. So should be earning a little bit more money because of that. Oh yes, I never put my fucking colonists out there. Damn it. My bad, guys. I forgot that we had to do that. So let's go ahead and take care of that now. We're going to go ahead and build up another colony. Let's go and build it right here. We're going to try and get all these islands. And we got another conversion finished up. Excellent. And finished another one too. So we should be pretty close to getting them all done now. Yeah, we only have 3 provinces left, and one of them we can't even do. Oh, because it's already being converted by the... Okay, so just 3 left. Let's go and work on Devon. And treaties on natural philosophy. We're going to do clergy estate. Okay. Innovativeness seems like probably the more useful one to go for right now. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. How long does that last? 1536? It's fine. We have a lot of tolerance towards the true faith, so yeah, it's not an issue at all. And we have military access request from the Hungarians. Sure, I don't know why you need to go through my lands to attack them, but whatever. Yeah, however you want to do it. The Hungarians are asking us making weird demands. Colony is self-sustained, excellent. That's going to increase our prestige, and we're going to be, it's going to be cheaper now. And we have another free colonist as well because of that. So instead of starting a new colony, let me just take a look at these other colonies and try and get one of them converted. I think it's this one. Yeah, let's go and send them over here. Just try and get these converted a little bit quicker so that we can continue stacking up the money, because we need to build. We need to build in our country. We haven't built much, so I think making sure that we're earning lots of money is going to be super helpful. So what do we want? I kind of feel like local trade power, man. More money in the trade, and what's going to be soon going to be one of the most profitable trade centers in the world. So having more trade power there would be nice, though I'm not seeing any locations that are really going to tick trade power up by much here. There's 3 right there. I guess we'll build right there. Yeah, I'm not seeing any. Oh, well, York. We could build in York. There's one up here, but that's a different trade center. Let me just double check here. All right, yeah, all this is this trade center. So let's go ahead and build right there. And maybe there was something else that we could have built that might have been more profitable. But that's what I wanted to do. We also need to take a look at our fortifications there, see what we want to do there. We got another self-sustaining colony, and there we go. We got a new colonial nation now. We got the 5 provinces that we needed to get that done. The triangle trade. When European nations started to colonize North and South America, they created large plantations for the production of cotton, tobacco, and sugar. First, they tried to use the local population as slaves, but they quickly died out when that was tried. Slaves were then imported from Africa, which created a triangular trade system. Europe sold textiles, rum, and manufactured goods to Africa. Africa sold slaves to America, and America sold cotton, sugar, and tobacco to Europe. All right, so price of slaves is going to go up, and we're going to gain a ton of money and prestige. All right, nice. We'll have to use that. Our new colonial nation. I don't know. I like that name. I think that works. That'll be the name of it. All right, so we now have our first colonial nation here. You can kind of see their slightly different color. And they're green. I think that's fitting for the West Indies. Sure. We also have no debate in Parliament. Let's go and start up a debate now. So I'm tempted to do charter colonies. I really want to focus on colonization right now, guys. It's kind of a big focus for us. We haven't really been doing cultural conversion at the moment because diplo power has been kind of, it's been useful. We've been needing it. Yeah, I don't see us needing a general just now. We can get our own general. And you probably have better, I think we probably have better tradition than that. Not entirely sure though. Advisor cost. You know what? I think that's exactly what we're going to do. Let's focus on colonization. So let's see what we can't get done here. Try and avoid using power if at all possible. Yeah, we'll give out the legitimacy. That's not a big deal. Promote civil service. Yeah, we'll do that one. Looks like we're going to have to do military power. There's no way around it. Okay, we'll do it for London then. It is the capital, of course. And there we go. So let's go and get our colonists assigned. And we just take a look at our financial situation right now. We're doing pretty good. Colonial maintenance is pretty low. Let's go ahead and set up another colony right there. Since we did just get a... we just got one done. Oh, we have 2 colonists. That's right, because we did just get one done. Yeah, that makes perfect sense. I don't know what I'm thinking here. So let's do... Yeah, I think we're going to go ahead and do this one. We have that one going. I don't know that we're going to go... Yeah, we're probably going to go here for right now. In Trinidad. But we will do these few here. Alright, let's go and do this one first. So we'll try and get all these provinces here. And then after that, I think we're probably going to move to start working on the east coast of America, North America. I think that's exactly what we're going to do. As soon as we finish up here, we might go and get Puerto Rico. I don't know. I'm tempted to get Puerto Rico here. And that would be like our main base of operations in the Caribbean. And then we'll probably be done with the Caribbean for a little while until we get a colony, a colonial nation in North America here. And then we're going to go for Africa after we get the North American one going. All right. And then maybe we'll be able to do the, after we get into Africa, I think that's what we'll need is colonies in Africa. And once we've done that, I think we'll be able to do the circumnavigate the globe. Let's just hope nobody else has done it by that point. I don't know, guys. They could have finished it by then. So we do have a bit of money. So let's go ahead and spend it. Let's build another building. I kind of want to figure out our fort situation because really we're just rocking the forts that we've taken over, and this might not be optimum. I did decide we're going to keep the one in Calais. This one here is currently covering a good deal of provinces, as is this. We don't have any security in the back here, but I'm not too worried about it. I mean, that's 3 fortifications. That's probably fine. And we have one here. You know what? I think we're pretty much good on fortifications, actually. Yeah, we're absolutely good. We don't need to build any forts. So let's build something else then. Let's see what we want to get. As far as the churches, as I said, I just don't think I'm going to build many of these because they do not earn a lot of money for us. Yeah, I mean, we can get, it looks like Paris would probably be worth it, maybe, eventually. I think Paris would be worth it. A lot of these places would not. Yeah, absolutely would not be worth it. You just don't earn enough money from them. I'm not a big fan of the courthouse, personally. I mean, it helps with the autonomy, though. There's always that. Of course, we can get more trade power. We're not going to get sailors. No. Local manpower, that's always helpful. Land force limit. You know what? I think we'll go ahead and get the church in Paris, and then after that, we'll start working on manpower, guys. Actually, I think we can do that now. Yeah, let's go and do another building. Let's do a barracks. See the best province to do it. I'm seeing 750 there. Is there anywhere in our homeland where it might be a bit higher? No, maybe York, but we can't see there because we're already building there. So let's do, I think it's not going to get any better than 750. So let's do 750. I'm seeing 625 there, but yeah. Oh, we have more money. All right. Well, shit. Let's do the 625 in Anjou. All right. So we're building up our French lands. That tobacco does give us a bonus to foreign spy detection. In fact, that is actually the end of the episode. All right. Well, I'm going to go and take a look at this real quick. Wow, look at Ireland. They have almost united it. Interesting. So what I want to go and do is let's just take a look at our aggressive expansion. We have 10 with Austria, so they'll be a concern. But we won't take too much. We just won't take much from... They just won't be able to take as much from Scotland as we might want. I'm ready, though. I'm absolutely ready to go ahead and start another war with Scotland. So I think that's what we're going to do in the beginning of the next episode. We're going to go ahead and declare war on Scotland. We already have claims on them, so it shouldn't be a problem. We'll just declare war on them. Looking at their current people who would join them, looks like the Brittany will not. Well, that's unfortunate, because I would like to conquer them. But they would not be willing to join, because they're in debt. That might... No, because we're going to declare war as soon as we start. I was going to say that could change, but it won't change. So it looks like Eno will join the war just for some trust. If we wanted to have them join the war, I don't think we will, because yeah, there's nobody here. I mean, how big are they? We'll look how big they are, but nobody else will join. They're just not interested. Do we not have the trust? Oh, it's just that distant war modifier. Okay, we need to take a look at the trust situation with our allies. I think that would probably be a good ideal. So yeah, they're pretty small. They have 2 provinces, so they're not a concern. We probably aren't going to pull any of our allies in. I don't see why we need them. Scotland's pretty weak. Should be able to conquer them fairly easily. That'll be for next episode. Just kind of scrolling around the world, seeing how things are looking. Ottomans are looking mighty as usual. Though they haven't conquered as far into the Mamluk territory as I was expecting them to. Muscovy's looking quite large as well. They should probably form Russia soon. I think Sweden's still under Denmark. Yep, so Denmark is also quite mighty. And of course Aragon continues conquering land here. Still not doing too well there. Well, France is just not doing well. Austria is becoming a power though, so that's interesting. They're always kind of, you're never sure what's going to happen with Austria. Yeah, and we're the main colonial power. It looks like Portugal has some lands in Africa here on the coast, but that's pretty much it. Does he not have anything else to do? Yeah, all he can do is circumnavigate the globe now. I mean, we can tempt it again. I really don't think we'll be able to, because, yeah, we just don't have the range in any of these places. Yeah, it seems like once we get up to here, our colonial range is done for. We'll never get over there. Just looking down here, yeah. We're gonna have to get some colonies in Africa. We'll probably just have him protect trade, I suppose, until we can do something with them. Alright guys, so if you enjoyed this episode, make sure you leave that like, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, and leave a comment. Next episode, we're going to declare war on Scotland, take a few more of their lands. I don't know how much we'll be able to get. At least 2, maybe 3. We'll have to see. Alright, thanks for watching guys.